Morning guys, it is 7:30 in the morning and I'm already up, I'm showered, and I'm starting the day. I'm already up and showered because I've been up for a long time. Went to bed at about midnight last night, got woken up at about 3:45 by the baby. He just wasn't comfortable, he was in a bad position or something, so I had to go get his pacifier back and get him all resituated. That happened a few more times between then and like 5:45 or 5:30, whenever Christina's alarm starts going off, and it goes off like every 9 minutes between then and 6 o'clock. And right after she went in to go ahead and take her shower this morning, the dog started freaking out. It was time to get up and take her out and everything, so I guess right at about 6 a.m. was when I finally said, alright, I'm done. There's no sense trying to sleep anymore, so not a great start to the day so far. We're gonna try to fix that little by little. Christina and Ellis have gone ahead and headed off at this point. They actually got out of here like 10 or 15 minutes earlier than they normally would have because I went ahead and got up and made bottles for Ellis and got him his bottle and his clothes and everything on and got them out the door. Duncan, as far as I'm aware, is still asleep right overhead, so I'm gonna have to be kind of quiet as I'm doing things, meaning I can't do any sort of speaker videos, but that sort of gets to the point of what I'm gonna go ahead and do to try to put myself into a better mood. I'm going to go ahead and start attacking the pile again. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and start with this. This is a 4K action cam, and as you can probably tell from the size, it comes with a lot of accessories. So I've been waiting to do that one. I was actually going to do it yesterday. That's why this whiteboard was already set up here. I'd like to do some more things out of that box today, but I can't do them right now because they're, sound-related things mostly. And I've already started receiving emails from some of these companies. Like, these are a couple of Bluetooth speakers that can pair up stereo. This company's emailed me. This company about this smart fitness wristband has emailed me. And these are things that have literally just shown up in the last day or two, maybe in the last couple of days. Anyway. This company's also emailed me about this Android TV box. Yeah, these are all things that have shown up in the last week. So I definitely do have to start diving in and tackling as many of these things as possible. I think the video about this is going to be going out today. That's the 10-port, 8-bay charging station dock thing. That video is done, it's uploaded and ready to go, so I'm going to get all the links and everything ready to get that video up. But you know what, standing here talking about it isn't making anything happen, so let me grab my laptop, get all the links that I need, and get this day started. And never mind. I took maybe 5 minutes, started putting my desk in some sort of reasonable order, brought my laptop in, put a bunch of stuff away that's been just sitting out, cleaned. Got stuff ready. I was going to film a little update to this case video, and literally the second that I was turning on the lights, I was getting ready to get everything started, Duncan woke up. Nope, I won't be getting anything accomplished today at all. Maybe, if I'm lucky. Maybe if I'm lucky, later in the day, I can convince Duncan to go upstairs for a little while. Well, I'm bound and determined to make this day a better day. Duncan had been sitting there watching the Olympics all morning. He'd been playing his video games and whatnot, and battling. Just like sitting there singing and yelling, and I kept having to go in there and say, Duncan, I can't work. I can't concentrate if you're sitting in here screaming. And finally he said, but I have to. Mommy said I have to watch the Olympics. And so I told him, no, that's not what she meant. What she said was that she was going to be watching the Olympics until it's over. She's going to be watching it every day on the TV in here. Just letting him know. Because normally we let him watch cartoons a lot. We let him sort of control the TV a little more than we probably should. But when she said that, he took that to mean that he had to watch the Olympics. He was not allowed to watch anything else. I said, no. All she was telling you there is that there are some things in the Olympics you may want to watch with her, like basketball, maybe judo, but you don't have to watch the things like swimming and gymnastics and whatever else they're doing. Because this whole morning, he's, like I said, been sitting in there. He was watching the Today Show because it was on one of the Olympics channels. I'm like, oh no, I didn't realize that's what he was doing. So he's upstairs watching cartoons and playing video games now and having a big old time. And because he went up there in enough time, it was like 9:15 or something, I took about 20 minutes and I got to work over there. So I finished up the last video about, well, the last updated part of the video about the iPhone battery case, and took a little bit of time and looked at a little 4K action camera. 23 minutes of video there. That video itself is probably only going to be like 7 to 8 minutes, hopefully, but I captured an awful lot. And it is right now time to start the morning meeting, so I better dive into that. And morning meeting accomplished, and actually I've been walking on the treadmill desk. I mean, you guys may have noticed I haven't been using it as much lately, and I need to be, so I'm making myself get motivated to actually do some sort of exercise again, which is awesome. It sounds like the workers have arrived, so they've been out there doing something. And I had an interesting thought. I know, dangerous thing. Sorry, I'm going to talk about cameras for just a minute, but we'll get back. As you guys know, probably, I've been using the Panasonic LX100 for these vlogs for a week or two now. Excellent camera, except it doesn't have a flip-out screen. Realistically, I would love to be able to use my Panasonic G7, the camera that's over there, the main camera, as my vlogging camera. It's a little bit bigger, but that means it has a better grip. But the problem with it is the kit lens that came with it. The widest angle lens that I have is 14 millimeters, which is 28 millimeters. On the G7, it has some serious problems focusing on your face and staying focused on your face. I know the LX100 has had some problems with that as well, but nowhere near as bad as the G7 did. And again, just as I said whenever I did the video a while back, the footage from the LX100, the footage from the G7, it's all beautiful footage. The kind of stuff I would love to use in the vlog, but I would have to have a wider angle lens and a stronger arm. So I spent a little bit of time late last night while I was in my funk searching on Amazon for a wider angle lens. And there is a wider kit lens that's super thin, super small, ultra lightweight, Panasonic 12 to 32. It's like a $300 lens though, if you just want to buy the lens. The funny thing is, you can technically get the lens, the kit lens, with a camera for $389. It's the Panasonic GM1, one of the smallest mirrorless cameras that you can buy. It's quite a bit smaller than the LX100. It's actually, body-wise, I think almost as small, or if not smaller, than the RX100, except you've got that lens sticking out of it, the 12 to 32 that it comes with. The downside to that camera is it is several years old at this point, and it only does 1080p 30. Now this vlog, up until just recently, has been 1080p 30, so it wouldn't necessarily be a big deal to do that, but it also does not have a flip-out screen. That got me looking at some other ones. There's like the Panasonic GF7, which I think still does 1080p 30, but it has a flip-up screen, which is awesome, and has that 12 to 32 lens, but it's like $450 or $500, something like that. And that's, I think, only if you're buying the international version that has no warranty. I don't know. I'm back and forth. I'm talking about camera stuff again. I'm talking about spending $500 to $700 on cameras again. And I hear Duncan bouncing around upstairs, so he'll probably be down here in just a minute. Anyway, just sort of put all that to rest. It's something that I'm thinking about, you know, because the 12 to 32 would be really handy for being able to walk around and do the news videos as well, if I wanted to. And technically, I can buy an international version of the 12 to 32 for $200, so that may be the best option. I'm just gonna have to keep thinking about it, and feel free to leave me your thoughts and suggestions down below. Ooh, that's pretty convenient. One of the things that I was looking at this morning, I think I mentioned earlier, was this little 4K GoPro style camera. Yeah, it came with a boatload of accessories, just like that entire little black case full of accessories. And one of the things that it came with is a little waterproof GoPro handle, which means that I can hold my arm at a much lower angle and continue filming. There you go. There's what it looks like. So basically it's just a handle, and I've got a GoPro to tripod adapter on top of it. Works out pretty well. So now I'm able to hold the camera a little bit farther away from myself without having to lift my arm up any higher. So comfortable, so nice. I might actually just keep it on this. The problem with this is, again, it's a tripod mount. Anytime you use the tripod mount on the LX100, you can't take the SD card out, you can't take the battery out, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And I hear Duncan coming down again, so yeah. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. It's downpouring the rain. I know the guys are out back working on the deck at the moment, and they're getting rained out. So that is excellent. By the way, it is quite a little while later. The people that help clean our house every couple of weeks came by and talked and looked over things, and by the way, my office is looking quite a bit better at this point. Like I said this morning, I did a little bit of cleaning and moving things around, so the desk looks a little bit better. This area, wow. I had all my backpacks and bags and everything over here. I kind of just shifted things. They're now all under the desk because I really haven't been using the desk all that much lately, and I definitely haven't been using all the space under there. As I've said so many times before, the office definitely is not 100% suiting my needs at the moment. It's just a matter of actually taking the time to make it suit my needs, and I just haven't been doing that. Duncan has actually been up in his room the grand majority of the day. I probably have to go check on him again. I'll do that in a minute. I've also got to decide if I want to try to do any more video work. I've been, in addition to doing day job stuff and working on that, I've been editing some video. I actually just finished a video. It is rendering right now? No, it finished rendering for the iPhone case that I was telling you about. I also have to edit and render the video about the little action camera, the 4K action cam, so that one will be done sometime soon. A video about the 10-port charger is up. I'm telling you stuff you probably already know at this point if you watch the channel. There's a lot more stuff to make videos about. Actually, you may have noticed this over here. I took these two cameras and put them on this little mounting plate. So we have the Olympus Tough camera and the GoPro Hero 4 Session. Both of these do 1080p 60 video. This one does a little higher than that, but I use it at 1080p 60 mostly. So I put them both together and just did a very quick, like, minute-and-a-half long clip. Just wanted to put the video side by side and see what it looked like. So I'm gonna take that footage and then maybe do some more outdoors, maybe do some more outdoors in the rain, maybe do some when it's sunny outside, some in lower lighting, just different scenarios, and compare how it looks and how it sounds. Maybe even turn that into a video. I've been talking about wanting to do comparison videos for so long, I just never got around to it. Maybe it's getting to that time. I mean, with the pile that I have, I probably shouldn't, but at some point I've got to. Anyway, I better get back to it. Well, everybody's got home now. Ellis almost immediately passed out. Deck status update, in case you're curious. It's been downpouring the rain, as I mentioned, but they got railing up all the way around, and the lens is fogging up. I think that's the majority of what they got done today. Something is here. So we ran by Duncan's school for his preschool, whatever it is, and now we're baseball practice.
Right foot, right foot. Get there, good job. Get there, get there. Make a turn. Don't take it, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. Go fast, go fast. On the base.
Job. So yeah, we are back at this point. Duncan did a pretty good job at baseball practice. I'm gonna have to find the time to work with him at some point. He's in the shower now. Ellis is passed out on the floor as usual. However, I have a clip. It's like a 4-minute clip Christina made earlier. She was down at the Capitol today for some reason, and she said there were skydivers or something. So I'm gonna cut it together and show you some of it here.
Skydivers.
Rounded it off. When we do free fall training, we
There goes the flag. There goes the flag.
I think they're going to land on 4 o'clock.
It's a new camper plane. One of your camper members. What happened with my first 3 roommates right in college? Please be careful.
Yeah, that was like 4.5 minutes worth of footage with some guy screaming something in the middle of it for like 45 seconds to a minute, so I cut it down pretty harshly. It was 3 guys up in the air with flags and impressive sight, but there you go. There you have it. I have no idea what it was in significance of or what it was for or anything, but there it was. And you know what? I don't think there's going to be anything else going on tonight. It's like 9:30 at this point. Duncan's getting ready to head to bed. It means Christina will be in bed soon. I'll be dealing with Ellis, so I'm going to wrap this up so I can get the vlog edited and uploaded. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you had a wonderful day, and we will see you again tomorrow. Bye guys.